Okay guys, what is up? Welcome back to a very exciting episode of Hook and Bass 92. In today's episode, since it's the first day of spring, I would like to show you guys my 3 top favorite lures to throw in the springtime. So my first bait I like to throw is a shallow A diving crankbait. It dives 0 to 3 feet and it's from the company Bomber, as you guys are pretty familiar with. So it basically looks like this. The reason why I like to throw this is because, again, it only dives between 0 to 3 feet. It's not one of those baits that are deep divers. When you throw this, the most it's going to go is 3 feet, and I like to keep it between 2 feet just because there's bass are laying there. And once spring hits, those bass are going to come from the middle of the pond to the banks to feed on fish. And the reason why they're going to hit this is because A, it rattles, and B, it vibrates very good. And C, it's not that big of a bait. So I have caught so many bass off of these lures, it's not even funny. So that's the reason why it's my top bait. My second bait, as you guys can know, I guarantee you all have thrown this bait, and it is the Senko. The rig I like to use with this Senko is the Wacky rig. The reason why I like the Wacky rig is just because it's all about patience. I know in the wintertime I like to use it, but in the spring, this is the bait. This is probably the best bait I like to use, just because it catches so much fish on it. In the wintertime, I have to wait about 5 to 10 minutes, even more, to get a fish. But once I throw this in the springtime, those bass, as soon as it hits the water at the ponds where I fish, they smack it just because they're so hungry. And once they see this bait moving in the water, they're going to ambush it, tack it, and get a meal for them. So that is why this is one of my favorite baits, just because it catches so many fish. And it's so like steady and strong. It's not gonna rip off if a fish bites it. And then, honestly, hardly I get any snags off of it. So I know you have to buy one of those little O-rings. So what I would recommend is getting one of those O-rings you put on the hook with this, so when you do catch a fish, it doesn't flip off. But again, I would highly recommend throwing this bait during the springtime, and I guarantee you will not fail. You'll probably go out there and catch about 100 fish with this little dude. My third and final bait, I mean, this was a toss-up. I didn't know what to choose between this bait and a different bait, but I finally chose this bait. And this bait is from Storm. It's the Storm Shad Wild Eye Shad. The reason why I like this is because it just looks like a bait fish. Where I fish at the golf courses in my pond, they stock the ponds with little minnows and bait fish. In my eyes, this looks like the bait fish, exactly like it, exactly the size they want. And me fishing those golf courses, I like to throw it on the beds of the bass. I know jigs are meant for that and crawls are for that, but with this, I like to act like this is injured and it was attacked already. And once that hits that bass's bed, it doesn't care if it's hungry or not. It's going to attack it for a reaction strike just to kill it so it can protect its nest. So I love this bait, guys. I don't know, I caught so many big fish. I think I caught one of my personal best bass on. It was like 3 pounds before I caught that one like 2 weeks ago with this bass. What I like to do, so I like to throw it on the bank. There's no like bill on it, so there's no moss, anything that will get on it. I like to like skim it across the bank, and those big bass like to come up and smack it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you can do me a huge favor and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and comment below and let me know what is your favorite spring bait to throw. And as always, catch big fish. Have a great day.